What's up, everybody? Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try this whole video YouTube thing. I've done a couple videos before. Stopped. I'm bored right now. Figured I'd give some, whatever, give it a shot. Um, I'd like to go ahead and talk about politics. Mainly Donald Trump. Like, here's the thing I don't understand. I talk to a lot of people. I know people, um, and I really can't understand how he has so many supporters. Nobody I know is a Donald Trump supporter. Like, nobody. Um, and it just shocks me that he's winning and people are supporting him. I'm like, are like most people like closet Trump supporters? They don't want to get beat up by their friends, so they lie and say, "Yeah, I'm voting for Bernie or Hillary," blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you see a Trump rally on TV, and there's your friend in the background holding a sign saying, "Yeah, screw the Mexicans and the Muslims." Kind of taking us back to when we were kids, and you know, 9/11 happened, and instead of playing cowboys and Indians like our forefathers did, we played U.S. Army soldiers and terrorists, and you'd be out there in the backyard and you shoot your friend and be like, "I killed you," and he'd be like, "No, no, you didn't. You did not kill me. You did not kill me. No." Back and forth arguing, like you did when you used to play Army Rangers and terrorists. And then, your friend would come and jump out of a tree and go boom, say, "Ha ha, I killed you all." Sorry to those of you who think that's racist. I personally think that's kind of funny. Um, but basically, we had Bush and my generation of people. We had Bush. Everybody was anti-terrorism, anti-Muslim to a certain degree. America. Now, we got into high school. We got Obama. We got into college. You know, got into dubstep and Molly and MDMA, which I don't even know what the fuck any of that is. Like, when the fuck did it stop being ecstasy and start being Molly? I never really got into the rave scene like that. The reason why is because, one, I really didn't like techno music. The second was I heard that ecstasy made you sweat and you could have bad seizures and get paralyzed, and I didn't really see the point in doing a drug and potentially getting paralyzed just to get shot down by a bunch of the whores anyway. um, that's just kind of how my high school life was like. uh, you know I was the guy that wasn't really, whatever, I don't want to go into that, but anyway. So now all of a sudden we're like these, politically correct people. You know, yeah, if we saw kids in the streets playing Army Rangers and terrorists, I mean, they'd probably have like a neighborhood watch meeting or some shit that says, "Have you heard about the Smiths? Their little kids are a bunch of anti-Muslim, people. They're racists," and then they would, some guy named Bill would be knocking on your door like, "Jim, can we just talk for a second? Well, some of us around the neighborhood are concerned that the games that your children play are just a tad inappropriate. You do know the Mohammeds that live down the street. We don't want any trouble here in this neighborhood. So Jim, can you just, and then you're just, Jim's just sitting there like, the fuck, I mean, nobody gave a fuck that we took all the Indians' land, and we had our kids running around fucking shooting at each other, and hell, even fucking little boy Squanto fucking over there was fucking shooting around with us, so that's just my thoughts on political correctness, if I could put it in any sort of form or way. um, of course I don't support Trump. I don't support Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton either, but I'm a libertarian. Um, yes, Trump is definitely racist. That's without a doubt, goes without saying. Um, you know, and maybe there are closet Trump supporters out there that really don't want to, offend their friends or be viewed as politically incorrect, but the guy's like, winning the Republican Party, so I mean, obviously there's still a lot of that sort of sentiment left in this country, which I don't know why. I mean, there are things that have happened, we go into the mass shootings and all this, radicalization that the internet does, and that's, a couple of things, I mean, parents not being involved enough in kids' lives, I think. Two, people just having too much goddamn time on their hands. And, you know, three, just the overall having technology everywhere we go. Like, you got your phone with you, you're always on the internet, you can always look up stuff. You got video games, you got movies, you got all this shit. And, like, people don't really, mingle the way they used to. Maybe I mean, maybe playing Army Rangers and terrorists wouldn't be a bad thing for kids to do. Like, you mix it up, especially with the way mass shootings go, right? You could have the freaking Muslims as the Army Rangers and the little white boys as terrorists, because I mean, when it comes to domestic terrorism, that's all the white guys either killing everybody. For the most part. Yeah. So I mean, maybe I should wrote some more shit down. This shit that just came to my mind. Um, but yeah, so we're in full swing in the election cycle, I guess. Bill Clinton doing some shady shit with another lady, which, what do you expect? Whether they're trying to cover it up or what, there's always some sort of conspiracy, right? We're never going to get the truth. Were they talking about their grandchildren? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? That's like him almost, he got busted cheating again. He's over there with Monica. No, babe, we just went over there to talk about our grandchildren, and no. Yeah, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. Whether they're trying to cover up the email scandal or whatever, I don't really care at this point. I mean, do we honestly really care? Does any of us really care? Does it any of us really think it matters? We know she's gonna get away with it. If she wasn't gonna get away with it, she wouldn't be the nominee right now. And she would have already been prosecuted. They've been doing this shit forever. She's gonna get away with it. Quit making a big deal about it. Hell, maybe he did go over there. Maybe Loretta Lynch is freaking his new, side piece of ass, and that's why he stopped. I mean, we wouldn't be shocked if that came out to be the truth about Bill Clinton right now, would it? Trump supporters they're getting more and more white power-ish, and, I was watching some videos today, and it's kind of funny, really, and this is what we have, America. I mean, we have Gary Johnson, libertarian candidate, who I'll be voting for. I'm just going to come out and say it. This is my official endorsement. As many of you know, I haven't exactly registered to vote yet, because honestly, I don't know where I'm going to be in November. Things are, happening, supposedly, with a celebrity that might, help me out with some things. And if that's the case, then I could very well be in, LA come November. And if that's the case, be a last minute rush to try and get registered to vote, or I'll have to register here in New Mexico. I haven't been registered since I turned 18, so it's been almost 10 years since I last voted. That's That's how much bullshit I think our freaking political system is that I refuse to vote for anyone because they all suck. Although I'm, you know, as I'm sure most of you know, I'm pretty, vocal about politics. Um, you know, so if I were to ever like run for office or anything, they couldn't bust my balls over my voting record. Maybe all the times I've done cocaine and the prostitutes I've had sex with, but whatever, right? I mean, at least I didn't get anybody killed in Benghazi or freaking sell weapons to, drug cartel members or, you know, build a fucking wall on Mexican border or, ban Muslims. Like all I did was did a few drugs and, had sex with some prostitutes. Whoop-de fucking do in the grand scheme of things. Like, they're blowing people up, fucking selling guns to cartel members, getting people killed in Benghazi, and still fucking prostitutes and snorting cocaine behind closed doors. So, that's gonna wrap this video up. Remember, free people, peace out. Later.